to offer you this lesson from Unity of the Keys Spiritual Center.
That was amazing. Hard act to follow. I can do it. My name is Edwene Gaines, and I am a woman of power. That's the first line in Edwene Gaines' book, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity, A Simple Guide to Unlimited Abundance. And so, I am so bold as to say, my name is Lori Nielsen, and I am a woman of power. Because we are all holy children of God, made in the image and likeness of God, and we know that God's Spirit is within us and all around us, we are all men and women of power. I am a person of power. Please say that out loud. I am a person of power. One more time, a little louder. I am a person of power. So it is. So today, I'll be introducing you to a guide to unlimited abundance as per Edwene Gaines. Why Edwene Gaines? Why that book? There's so many prosperity books out there. Well, Ms. Gaines, Reverend Gaines, became a Unity minister in 1979. She's been around a while, and I have a lot of respect, and I value people that have been at this for a long time. She built and ran the Rock Ridge Retreat Center, and for many years, she ran it, And at the Master's School, she trained over 500 prosperity teachers. She's been honored with Worldwide Unity Ministries Light of God Expressing Award. She's been honored with the Centers for Spiritual Living Doctor of Humane Letters, and this year, she will be given the New Thought Walden Award for Lifetime Achievement. She is retiring this year, but prior to that, she traveled approximately 250 days a year, giving presentations on prosperity, riches, honor, and integrity. And I was so fortunate to attend one of those workshops about 20 years ago or so at Unity of the Keys. At this church home when we were on Duck Avenue in a little rental space. And look at us now. How's that for abundance, huh? Yeah. I remember her as adorable, heartwarming, lovely, delightful, intelligent, down-to-earth, witty, a wonderful storyteller. And her presentation and her philosophy is practical. And I'm all about that. So when it came to my attention that Unity of the Keys Church was having a little problem financially, I thought, well, somebody needs to give a prosperity class. Oh, I guess that's me. And of course, what book but Edwene Gaines, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity. So here I am. Today's talk is our introduction, and the next 4 weeks, I'll be holding a book class on Thursday nights. And each Sunday, Reverend Judy or our guest speakers will be presenting on each law. 4 laws, 4 Sundays, 4 laws, 4 book meetings. So it's easy. And my hope is that as we explore these laws, as we create a stronger consciousness of abundance and prosperity, that we can apply these not only to our own lives, but to our church as a whole. And since part of our vision statement that we say each Sunday is seeing humanity fully experiencing abundance, we need to realize that in our own lives first, and we need to know that for our church, and then we can bring it out into our world, because that is part of our mission. So, what is prosperity? According to Edwene Gaines, it is 4 things. A vitally alive physical body to provide a comfortable worldly home for the spiritual beings that we are. Is there a way that I can make that smaller or no? No, it's okay. It's good. So a perfect health, perfect body, that's part of it. It's not just the money. Relationships that are satisfying, nurturing, honest, and work all the time. Happy, healthy relationships. Work that we love so much that it's not work, but it's play. I feel that way sometimes. And of course, all the money we can spend. Yes, it's about money too, of course, right? But money is not just money for the sake of money. Money is a means to an end. It's not the end itself. Having money is the goal to use it to do whatever your heart leads you to do, and that which fulfills your divine purpose. So you might think, oh, that person has lots of money, but they don't practice these 4 laws. What's up with that? It's not just the money. They might be very unhappy. They might not have good relationships. So it's not just the money. And I would expand the definition to include everything we need and desire to live a successful and happy life. Money, time, love, health, all of that. So in the book, there's 4 laws. The first one is tithing. Oh no, not that. I must give 10% of all that I receive. She says we must give 10% of all that we receive to the person, place, or institution where we have received our spiritual food. Tithing tends to bring up a lot of resistance in people. This invariably comes from a fear that there will not be enough. But we need not be afraid. Edwene says, putting God first in your finances is a dynamic act of courage. When you do so, your faith and your ability to stretch yourself, to move forward, and to expand your vision of yourself and your life increases 100-fold. So have faith, it's okay. I just want to say just a tiny bit about tithing. You can tithe in a lot of different places, but there are a lot of prosperity classes that talk about tithing not only of your money, which is considered your treasure, but of your time and your talent as well. And I just want to say one little thing, that recently, for a long time actually, I've felt like I don't have time for that. I'm too busy, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time for myself. And so I made a decision to give more of my time, tithe more of my time as your volunteer bookkeeper here at the church. And a few people said to me, are you sure? You're so busy. Are you sure you want to do that? And I said, yeah, I'm sure I want to do that. And so I put my few hours in a week, and it's, when I have enough money to pay the bills, it's very pleasant. But I actually do have more time. I've given time, and it's come back to me tenfold, that I do have more time to myself. I had time to prepare this talk. Sort of. No, so I just want to say that it does work. It does work. So, number 2, goal setting. Gary's going to come up because we have a DVD, and I'm not sure if the DVD thing went off, but he's going to help us. So, goal setting. You must set clear-cut, tangible goals. Goal setting is looking honestly at where you are, and then choosing where you want to be, and then setting a clear and deliberate intention to go there. Doing so forces you to live consciously rather than unconsciously. And instead of me talking about goal setting, I brought us a little treat. And I have a DVD of, we need to change the cord from the computer to the DVD player. Look at me getting technical. It's a DVD of Ms. Edwene Gaines, and I said one of her wonderful qualities is that she's a fabulous storyteller, and this DVD has many of her prosperity stories, which are also in her book. And this particular story I heard her tell in person when she was here on Duck Avenue, and it stuck with me. I remember it, 100% remember it. And so Gary's going to get us to 1447 and then turn up the volume. It was set, but I think it went to sleep. No, you're right there. You're almost there. You're at 1425. And then pause, and we'll hit volume. And we'll hear Miss Edwene. There she is. She's about 80 years old right now. She starts off this video by saying, I've been told that I need to be more... Oh.
But everyone around me is blessed. It's a powerful
Here she is. I'm going to sit down.
To direct our faith. During that time, I remembered that I began to look around for somebody who could teach me how to do that, how to set goals. And I found a goal-setting teacher, and she said, Edwene, I want you to go and write down the things that you really, really want. And she said, not the things you think you might be able to do, but things that you're going to have outside help to do. You know, things that you really, really want. Put them outrageous goals. So my outrageous goal was, I wanted to go to Mexico City on a vacation. I'd never had a vacation in my adult life, and I love Mexico. I love the music and the food and the people, and I wanted to go see the paintings of Diego Rivera. I wanted to go see the pyramid of the sun, pyramid of the moon. I loved to hear the music. I was so excited, but I knew I could never do that. But I wrote it down. Okay, I'm going to go do this. And then she said to me, okay, now, what I want you to do is go take some kind of positive action toward that. Doesn't have to be spend a lot of money, but go take some positive action. So I went and I made my reservations. Now in those days you didn't have to put any money down when you made your reservations, and I made them 6 months in advance. Like I figured somehow, maybe, I might be able to scrape together money to do it. And so she gave me a list of affirmations. I'm visualizing, I'm making myself pretend like I'm in Mexico City, and nothing is happening. So I go back to my teacher and I'm complaining, all right? Nothing's happening here. What do? She said, Edwene, the feeling rich. I showed her my checkbook. I said, how do you feel rich when you're almost zero in your account? She says, okay, here's your task. I want you to go buy something today that makes you feel rich. At the level you can spend, please hear that part. Go buy something that makes you feel rich. I didn't want to do that. Man, I didn't have enough money to spend on anything except groceries that day. And I had my little list, and I go in the grocery store and I buy just exactly what's on the list. And I passed by the gourmet section. I stopped for a moment and I saw these little bottles of olives with almonds in them. And I looked at those, oh my God. I just thought that's what rich people ate. They were just so beautiful. And $1.29, put it back down. And I got my bread and I came back and I looked at them again and And so I bought them. And I took my groceries home and I kind of felt a little rich when I had them. And I put my groceries away and I called my girlfriend Lana. She lived in an apartment complex and had a swimming pool there. So I said, Lana, look, I know that you have some wine in your refrigerator. Get out those little crystal glasses. I'm coming over. I've got these olives that have almonds in them. And we're going to go out and sit by your swimming pool and we're going to pretend like we're in Mexico City, okay? She said, what? But she loved me, so she went along with me. Now, why don't you get the picture? Two grown women sitting out by the pool, drinking this wine, eating these old olives with almonds in them, saying, now, tomorrow we'll go see the pyramids. And then after that we'll go to the marketplace. And then if we have time, we'll go see the paintings of Diego Rivera and drinking wine, eating olives and laughing and playing. We had so much fun that day. If the truth is truly told, we probably got a little bit sloshed. But we had a wonderful time. We had so much fun that Lana decided to go with me to Mexico City. 2 or 3 days later, she called me. She said, Edwene, guess what? She said, my mother bought my ticket. But I wanted all the information. Nothing's happening. There's no money coming in, just regular little bits of stuff that I get. And so about 3 days later, after Lana told me that, the travel agent called me. He says, Edwene, if you don't come pick up this ticket, honey, I'm going to have to let it go. I didn't have the money for it. So I said, okay, I'll be right there. I was going to take this right to the end. It's going to work or it's not going to work, and I'm going to find out now rather than later. So I head out, and I don't know what I'm doing. But I decide I'll go by and see my mother. And I'm probably thinking, if I tell my mother about Lana's mother, you know. So, and I go in and I said, Mother, you know that trip to Mexico City that I'm planning? I said, you know what, Lana's going with me. And her mother bought her ticket. Isn't that wonderful? And my mother said, it is. What are you going to do? So I'm going back to get in my car. That didn't work. And I'm kicking rocks. I'm angry. I'm disappointed. morning. I don't know what I'm going to do. And my mother calls out the front door. She said, honey, before you leave, would you bring in my mail? And she has a long driveway, and I walk out there, and I get her mail, and I'm being nosy, seeing who she's hearing from. Now, at this time in my life, I never got mail to my mother's house. And this day, there was a letter for me. It was a letter from a girlfriend that I had an apartment with several years before. And she writes, Dear Edwene, I don't know where in the world you are these days, but I found your mom and dad's name and used the directory. Remember all that furniture we bought at the Salvation Army years ago? We scrapped and saved to do that? Well, I got married, I sold that furniture, and would you believe a couple of those pieces turned out to be kind of valuable? She said, I didn't feel right keeping all the money I got when I sold that furniture, so here's a check for half of what I got when I sold that stuff. Folks, that check was exactly what it cost to go to Mexico. So after several years of setting goals and trying to be a good person, spiritual person, I decided to go to bed.
The switcheroo. Yay, Edwene! Look at me getting all technical. So goal setting. There was another little part to that story that I remember she told when I saw her, and it's also in her book. And when they were in Mexico City, her and Lana, they had splurged and saved and then splurged for a fancy dinner. And she describes they're sitting at this beautiful restaurant, the mariachi band is playing, it's a beautiful fancy dinner, and of course the waiters are handsome. And they come over and they give Lana and Edwene this little tray of appetizers that they didn't order, but it was just part of their little package, and it was olives stuffed with almonds. Almost too good to believe. Okay. So, boy, we got some technical getting back on track here. Okay, there we go. Just a second, not too much longer. There we are. Number 3, forgiveness. You must forgive everyone all the time, especially yourself. Forgiveness is a discipline and a powerful spiritual practice that will enable you to feel worthy enough to live prosperously. It requires a diligence and a commitment to compassion and understanding. The Lord's Prayer says, forgive us our debts as we have forgiven our debtors. Forgive, 7 times 77? Without forgiveness, we get stuck. We get stuck feeling angry, resentful, hurt. Without forgiveness, we feel the victim. And yes, sometimes we are victims. Sometimes we're hurt. Sometimes we experience loss. But as soon as we forgive, we lift that up. We don't want to be stuck in that. If we get stuck in playing the role of the victim, we can't prosper. We can't open up to receive our good. So we need to let go of that. I love the term instant karma, and I strive to be full of the term instant forgiveness. Don't hold on for it for an instant. Let it go. Forgive. Open up for your good. When it comes the Sunday to talk about forgiveness, our special guest speaker is going to be Nemo, and I know that's going to be amazing. Yes. Number 4, divine purpose. And there's only 4, so you know I'm finishing up soon. You must seek, discover, and follow your divine purpose. You must assign significance and meaning to your life, giving yourself strength and endurance, and bringing joy to your existence on a daily basis. Joy every day. When you're aligned with your divine purpose, you bring a passion to all that you do. I believe Ms. Edwene Gaines' divine purpose was, she said, for many years, someone said about her, for many years, Mrs. Gaines made the remarkable claim that she was 100% responsible for the transformation of the prosperity consciousness on planet Earth. That's for quite a divine purpose. Nothing wrong with shooting for the moon. At least if you miss, you land among the stars. Another lovely example of a divine purpose, maybe not quite so lofty, but just as important. I read recently in a Science of Mind magazine, it's like the Daily Word version. It's like their version of the Daily Word. And the writer said, "I am not an activist. My passion is to live the Science of Mind principles as fully and completely as I can, or it could be the unity principles, to live them, to live as the spiritual person I know I am. And then perhaps I am contributing to the awareness of others, of each person I meet, to have the awareness of their own spirituality." That also is a divine purpose. And our special guest speaker for the week on divine purpose will be Randy Becker, and I'm sure that will be a treat as well. So to review, prosperity is a vitally alive body, relationships that are satisfying, nurturing, and honest, and work all the time, work that we love so much that it's not work but play, and all the money we can spend, all we need. And the way to get there is tithing, goal setting, forgiveness, and divine purpose. It's quite a tall task, but it is totally attainable. Remember, well, I'm going to read you real quick a prayer that Edwene closes her introduction with. A prayer to launch you on this important journey. Father, Mother, God, I invite the Holy Spirit to take charge of my journey to prosperity. I let go of all that has gone before, and I now begin anew. I am free and forgiven for all the mistakes I've made in the past. I open myself now to expressing a brand new magnificence. I open myself to the infinite possibilities that are mine to choose. I open myself to receiving all the goodness I can have and to all the greatness I can achieve. I invite the Holy Spirit to heal my body, to harmonize my emotions, to renew my mind, to fill me now with a mighty faith that empowers me and allows me to commit to be all that I can be. Amen. And so remember, it is in our vision statement to see humanity awake to its divinity, fully experiencing abundance. And that includes you. And remember that you are a person of power. You are a holy child of God. And it is God's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Namaste.